stolen anything, but he did walk in the back behind the customer service desk and grab these off the shelf.
In a Kentucky Walmart, an elderly man with dementia was mistreated by employees who callously mistook his confusion for attempted shoplifting and then called the police.
Sounds like enough for shoplifting for me. So you can either go up here, we can figure out, or I can take you to jail. Choice is yours.
But the police were worse. Officer TJ Godbey punched this vulnerable man 6 times, which was caught on video.
God damn!
Put your hands behind your back. Do it now or you're going to get tased.
God damn it, Chris!
Behind you.
Oh!
There.
Please,
I got him.
No, God damn it hurts my hand. It hurts. No, God damn it's my leg. Please quit, God damn it.
And then he arrested him.
Please get this off, buddy. What are you doing, man? This just hurt my hand. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts my hand. Please get this off. It hurts my hand, damn it.
A lawsuit was filed, which I covered about a year ago. It's now been settled with the government claiming the high road here. But there's something that they're not telling you, and they cannot be allowed to cover it up and escape accountability. In January of last year, I told you about the disturbing arrest of John Hardwick in Danville, Kentucky. John was tragically diagnosed with dementia, but one of the things that helped him was going to Walmart with his wife.
We were at Walmart for an unrelated situation. Have you taken anything? Are you on any type of medicine?
It was something that helped because it was a good memory for him, just shopping with his wife, Cindy. The shopping trip started out well, with Cindy shopping as usual, and then John sort of went off on his own in the store to do his own shopping. It was good for him to retain even a small amount of independence, but things would go terribly wrong. Thanks at first to Walmart employees.
You guys must not be very busy right now.
Well, we've got an overlap right now too. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, our second shift just came in. We come in at 2. So we've got a surplus of officers right now. As we were leaving, one of the Walmart associates ran out to us, said, "Hey, can you help loss prevention with something real quick?"
Well, they refused him sale on the beer, and he walked behind the service desk and grabbed it after they already put it back there and was just going to walk out with it again. And now he's not listening to him. He keeps trying to grab it.
John wanted to buy some beer, which he was allowed to do, and he was certainly old enough, but because his driver's license had been taken away from him, he was unable to present his ID to the cashier. So they took the beer away from him and they put it on a restocking shelf in the customer service area.
He's at customer service, so they take the beer and they walk it around back where they put all the returns. He then gets frustrated, walks behind the cash registers, behind the back, grabs the beer, starts to walk off. That's when loss prevention stops him. Police department, we're going to go up here.
Come on.
Okay, all right.
He's passed all points of sale.
He hasn't passed any yet. He hasn't stolen anything, but he did walk in the back behind the customer service desk and grab these off the shelf. See, and he keeps
Sounds like enough for shoplifting for me. So you can either go up here, we can figure it out, or I can take you to jail. Choice is yours. We get him to go back to customer service so we can try to figure out what's going on. Figure out that he shoplifted, so at that point we take him into custody.
He wasn't actually shoplifting. Surely. He didn't walk out the door with the beer. He just wanted to buy his beer. I guarantee you wasn't shoplifting.
Due to his dementia, John didn't quite understand what was going on, and so he just went to the restocking shelf and retrieved the beer that he was trying to buy. He wasn't trying to steal the beer, he was trying to purchase it. And due to his dementia, he didn't quite understand exactly what was happening.
Listen to me. He walked behind a cash register where he's not supposed to be and was by the doors.
Oh, he went to the doors?
When loss prevention, so right there by the self-checkout, the main grocery entrance, not the pharmacy entrance, the main grocery entrance. Okay. When you walk in and make a left, like you're going to walk across the front of the store, there's a bench there.
Yes, that's where he sits, waits for me.
Yeah.
It's right in front of where he checks the wheel. He doesn't check out there.
Yeah.
He used to go to a cashier because he can't understand.
Right. So he was walking out past that bench when loss prevention stopped him.
What is the problem here?
The fact that she refused you sale and you went and grabbed it anyway and we're going to walk out the doors with it. That's the issue.
I'm going to go talk to her, and I tried to figure it out for you, but you won't listen.
According to a statement that was later released by Chief Anthony Gray of the Danville Police Department, he wrote, Danville police officers were requested to assist Walmart loss prevention with an uncooperative and intoxicated shoplifter who had become agitated when Walmart refused to let him purchase 2 cases of alcohol and other merchandise.
According to a citation, officers were flagged down by Walmart staff for Hardwick being under the influence and trying to steal beer, while having the odor of an alcoholic beverage coming from him. The citation also reads, Hardwick grabbed 2 cases of beer and then tried to leave the store.
You've seen this. There's no stealing of beer. He's not under the influence. There's no effort to leave Walmart. There's no effort to run with this. And he's following all of the directions of loss prevention.
Okay. Here. Explain that to him, please.
Hello.
Hey, store policy. You
So
say
was
that
it.
word.
Non-compos mentis, you know what I mean? He can't really,
Impaired.
yes, he's impaired.
Okay.
There you go.
And their training is...
And you all didn't feel comfortable selling it to him?
I did not.
Yes.
Then he
That's-
walked
It's a
back
legal
here.
right to
Where was it?
refuse.
It was like a cart or
was,
something? I'm
no,
assuming?
it was here.
Yeah.
She brought it
So
back
he
here.
walked back here, and I walked out of the
Hook
cash
him.
office.
He needs to go. Yeah.
He came and grabbed me from the cash office, and he was walking from back here with it.
Officer TJ Godbey arrived at the scene and thereafter treated John Hardwick not as someone deserving of kindness, empathy, and understanding, or someone who is clearly an older man who is confused, possibly suffering from dementia, but rather Officer Godbey treated Mr. Hardwick like a criminal, actually worse than a criminal.
And then he wouldn't listen to a word that
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Look down.
Come on. Go to the ground. Go to the ground. Go to the ground.
Oh, God damn.
Put your hands behind your back. Do it now or you're going to get tased.
God damn, quit.
Behind you.
Oh,
There.
please quit.
I got him.
No, God damn, it hurts my hand. It hurts. No, God damn, it's my leg. Please quit, God damn it. Oh, God damn. Oh.
You good? Yep.
Oh, please. Oh, God damn. What are you doing?
So then, when we try to take him into custody, he kind of, I want to say fought with us, but he was not real happy with us.
Despite being aware that John's wife Cindy was still inside the store, the Danville police officers handcuffed John and threw him in the rear of the police car.
Please get this off on me, please.
How much you had to drink?
Come on, it hurts my hand. God, what is wrong with this? Please get this off.
Do you want me to put you in there, or do you want to get in there yourself?
Get this off. It hurts my hand. Let's go. What are you doing? Oh, God damn.
Arresting him for allegedly attempting to steal the beer that John had actually attempted to purchase. They charge him with alcohol intoxication in a public place, criminal trespassing in the 3rd degree. They charge him with resisting arrest. Under that statute, a person must be using or threatening to use physical force or violence against the peace officer or another.
So I didn't know if you were still there with him or what was going on. And then we got him out to the jail, and the jail refused him because of his erratic behavior.
The officers chose not to attempt to make contact with John's wife, even though John exhibited pretty much all of the signs of dementia that police officers should be trained to recognize.
Just watching you.
Well,
What's her name? I can page for her. If not,
He's not very cooperative. He don't want to answer anything.
well, yeah.
He smelled it.
Well,
Smell
they
of
took the beer out of the car.
She may come looking for him and you say he's in jail.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, that will work.
I've discussed these before in the context of traffic stops, but they are equally applicable to other types of interactions, including this one: confusion or disorientation, memory issues, difficulty communicating, impaired judgment or decision-making, emotional or behavioral changes, difficulty with motor skills. Here, John Hardwick displayed most, if not all, of the signs that he was suffering from dementia. Yet the officers failed either to recognize them or to care about his well-being. Likewise, when they took John to the hospital staff also failed to treat John appropriately, apparently more concerned with assisting law enforcement in their misguided mission to arrest, incarcerate, and prosecute John Hardwick.
Where are you going? Go down there, damn it. please. What's your name? Godbey. Please get it off. It hurts. It hurts my fingers. I don't need anything.
I understand, but you have to answer my questions to refuse. What's your birthday?
There's nothing wrong with me.
Sir, I need you to tell me your birthday.
Nothing.
Okay, then we're going to do the EKG on you if you can't answer my questions, because I can't say you're medically cleared to refuse.
I don't understand to me why I'm off.
Okay, well, we're going to do an EKG on you. She's going to put stickers on your chest.
He was trying to shoplift alcohol from Walmart. We believe him to be intoxicated. Wife says he also may have some dementia.
Even after the officers were told that John suffered from dementia, their conversations and their text messages indicate that they didn't even believe it. Officer Ray writes, well, he remembers us, quote, going crazy. Well, I bet that is one thing that dementia patients do remember if they get beat up by a gang of police officers, punched 6 times. Yeah, they remember that. They even told John's wife, Cindy, that John was still going to be prosecuted, despite his medical and mental condition.
He doesn't know what's going on. How'd you get down here? I found out you were here.
This is crazy.
Eventually, the criminal charges were dropped because they had to be, not because that's what the Danville Police Department wanted. Rather, a man with dementia attempting to purchase beer is just not the crime of attempting to shoplift beer. It's not. And the worst part about it is, there was no accountability. Officer TJ Godbey harmed and arrested an innocent man. Godbey punched this elderly, confused man 6 times in Walmart. It was on video.
Our hands were also kind of tied in the situation. We hate it. We don't want to have to do those types of things, but we also didn't know. But I will let our dispatch know. It will go in our system. That way, if anybody in Boyle County runs him, it will come back that he has dementia. Yeah, and I will also get your name and phone number and attach it there.
Good.
That way they can call you.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
You're very welcome. No, it's okay. I mean, this is all things no one tells you, about. So, unfortunately, it takes an event like this to get stuff rolling. So, I've talked to the doctor. She's going to try to get you all processed and get you out of here, okay?
Yet, he was not held accountable in any way. He was not fired. He was not prosecuted. Not surprisingly, this wasn't his only time beating up an elderly dementia patient. Yes, Officer Godbey also beat another elderly dementia patient, which I also covered in a separate video.
When you hear a phone call that your dad got beat up by cops, and you see pictures afterwards, and a cop admitted to you, I called him, Stimson Police Department. They connected with Mr. Officer Godbey, and he confirmed that he did use force because he thought my dad was on drink or on drugs.
That jail ain't gonna take him. Not with all them injuries and all that blood. He'll have to be cleared.
It's almost like there's a link between bad apple police officers who were not held accountable for doing bad things and more bad things than occurring to other innocent victims. When cities and police departments such as Danville, Kentucky, don't hold their bad apple police officers accountable for their misconduct, it's up to civil rights lawyers to try to do it via civil lawsuits. And that's what happened here. Attorney Ephraim Helton filed a lawsuit on Mr. Hardwick's behalf, which just recently concluded.
The city of Danville has settled a lawsuit over the controversial arrest of a man who suffered from dementia.
The lawsuit settled at mediation. And before we get to the question of how much money was involved, let's discuss what was actually announced. The town of Danville issued a public statement. The statement announced that the parties had reached a resolution. It expressed sincere apologies and announced that they were working on a new model police policy concerning interactions with persons of diminished capacity, including dementia. Unfortunately, prior to the lawsuit concluding, John Hardwick passed away just last month. What's really sad is that after the Walmart incident, John Hardwick was so traumatized that he only left his house maybe 2 or 3 times for the remainder of his life. That was thanks to Officer TJ Godbey.
Attorney Ephraim Helton says the settlement brings some justice to Hardwick, even though he didn't live to see his case resolved. And Hardwick's loved ones say the suit wasn't just about money, but about creating change within the justice system.
You have sadness, you have anger that this shouldn't have happened, but I think there's some peace that we were able to obtain a resolution. I think there's some peace that she's made a difference.
As part of the settlement, the city has agreed to implement a new policy addressing interactions with people who have diminished capacity, including those living with dementia. Officers will also undergo crisis intervention training.
That's great, but what about the money that they paid? The statement said nothing about the money. I watched the local TV news segment about the settlement, where also nothing that I heard was mentioned about money.
The settlement also includes a financial award. The amount has not been disclosed, but Hilton says the family and legal team are satisfied.
Cindy wanted to make a difference on behalf of her husband, and she has by staying with this lawsuit and making sure that there are changes in policy, changes in training, and there is an apology.
That's the thing about civil rights lawsuits. All we can do is seek an award of money damages. We can't put people in jail like the government can. We can't get them fired like the government can. All we can do is hold them accountable by forcing them to pay money. Here, there can be no doubt that a substantial amount of money was paid on behalf of the city and city employees, yet that amount is apparently being hidden from the public. Yeah, they announced changes in policy. Okay, but talk is cheap. That hasn't even happened yet. They just said that's something that they were going to do. They may not even do it. They're trying to gaslight the public into thinking that this was a good thing. They're hiding what really happened, that they had to, in exchange for dismissing the case, pay a bunch of taxpayer money, whether insurance-based or not, because of their bad apple police officers' misconduct. That's exactly what the public needs to know and has a right to know. Was it $100,000? Was it $1 million? $2 million? They apparently didn't tell the TV news, so I did some digging. Generally, police misconduct settlements cannot be made confidential because they involve public records and public entities. But obviously that does not stop them from trying. Another Kentucky lawyer that I know attempted to find out via a public records request, and believe it or not, they refused to answer. This was their response, claiming that because insurance paid the settlement, they basically know nothing. And that's bullshit. Any settlement amount would have been authorized by and paid on behalf of the named defendants in the case, including the city of Danville. Yes, insurance will pay for it, but they don't just act on their own by themselves. They can't and do not pay settlements that are not authorized and agreed to by their clients, the city, as well as the officer who is involved. They are attempting to cover up the settlement, to hide it from the public they are supposed to serve. They are doing this to avoid accountability from that public. And somehow they got the local media to not even ask the question, well, what is the settlement amount? Well, I'm asking, how much was the settlement? They can't keep that from you. The public has a right to know. Demand the answer, keep asking, and they will have to tell you eventually. They're just hoping that it will go away and you'll forget, so that Officer Godbey can just keep working there with no consequences for what he has done to people. In the meantime, there's an online petition calling for the termination of TJ Godbey, which I'll link in the description below. It's currently at 38,000 signatures. Let's pump up those numbers, increase the pressure. Let's get it to 100,000 at least. If they won't fire Godbey, then go up the chain to the mayor, James J.H. Atkins, the guy who issued the press release with that fake apology. If I hear anything else, I'll update, which hopefully will be the termination of Officer Godbey at the very least. And you can follow along by subscribing both here and at the blog at thecivilrightslawyer.com. You can follow me on X at JohnBryanESQ. Remember, our rights don't end where your fear begins. Freedom is scary. Deal with it.